All right, we are live. What's up, everybody? It's Sam from TeamSam Personal Training, and I am down here at our studio. We're getting ready to start the 6 p.m. Bootcamp class. Now, behind me, this is one of my longtime clients, Ashley, and I am so happy that she volunteered to come out and do this. Every class and every session that we do, we're going to have a rotation of some of our different members down here. So whenever you watch these videos, nope, these are not paid fitness models or anything. These are actual TeamSam clients. And before we get going, I do want to talk about understanding that not everybody's going to have a ton of equipment at home. At our studio, yeah, we've got access to stuff like TRX and sleds and punching bags and cables and row machines and treadmills. But the truth is, most people don't have all that stuff at their house. And so while we're doing our live sessions, what we want to do is encourage people to be creative. And so today, I brought a few items that we can use to simulate some of the equipment. There's certain things we're not going to be able to do at home. Like we can't do our suspension training, and there's certain cable things that we can't do. So as we roll forward with these boot camp and lifting classes that we're doing online, we're going to accommodate as much as we can. But we're going to make sure that no matter what, you're still going to get your ass kicked and have an awesome workout. But some of the things I brought today to give you guys an example of some creative items. Down here, we've got a backpack, what would you call that right there? Is that a closed hamper, or would that be like a closed, to me, it looks like something that you would throw up in whenever the workout starts to get a little too hard. But hey, guys, if you're at home and this gets difficult, do not throw up in the closed hamper. I want you to find the nearest toilet or bucket that you can and barf up in that. Anyway, over here we got the closed hamper, we got a backpack, we got some books, we got some cans, we've even got some laundry detergent. Yes, that might seem a little ridiculous, but I'm telling you guys, if you take a backpack and you have stuff at home like books and cans or anything that you can put into that, this backpack can start to get pretty heavy. And with that, we can use it to either do like kettlebell swings, you can put it on your back to do body weight squats, to add resistance for push-ups. And again, it could be anything that you have at home. I have a stack of books and some cans over here, but when you're at home and you're just desperate for workouts, you can put anything inside this to load it up. Same thing with the basket. So with the clothes basket, you can load whatever's in the house. Take your kids' toys, because if you're like me, there's billions of them laying around your house. Load it up in there and get something that you can break some reps out with. Also, I have some laundry detergent. Now, I know if you're a member of TeamSam, you might not believe this, but yes, I use laundry detergent with Febreze in it. I might not smell like it once we get to about 6 o'clock in the evening, but yes, laundry detergent. You can use these for dumbbells, use these for kettlebells, anything that's resistance that allows you to comfortably hold it and maneuver. Also, I brought a very simple broom. We got this broom handle. So with this, you can take it, you can loop this through the backpack and use this to do curls, to do deadlifts, to do other exercises with. We could take this, put this through that clothes basket and do deadlifts and everything else. So as we move along with the workout today with Ashley, I'm gonna use these to modify certain exercises or certain equipment that we use, or there might be times to just have her break out dumbbells and all that other stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna move the camera back over. We're gonna be getting started. If you're following along at home, I will be giving you cues when to start and when to end. We're gonna begin like we do every boot camp, and that's with a body weight style warm-up. So if you're at home, make sure that you got some room. I want you to have at least a few feet to the front of you and to the side. So if you're at home and your family's there and you're casting this to your television, do not let your kids be close because you might kick them in the face. Unless you're like me. If you're like me, then it's probably intentional and you're gonna pretend that it was from exercise, right? Anyway, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna get the music going. Let me get my stopwatch, and then you're gonna follow along with Ashley. She looks pumped and ready to go.
Hi, all.
All right, we're gonna begin with one of my favorite warm-up exercises. I call these floor touch jumping jacks. So with the floor touch jumping jack, you're gonna go down, touch the ground, come back up. Go down, touch with the other hand, back up. We got 45 seconds of these. In 3, 2, 1, go. That's it. Keeping it moving. You got it. You got it. You got it. That's it right there. For the people at home, I want you to make sure when you're doing these, get that butt down, but still keep an arch to your back. As you go down, I don't want you to round and reach down and touch. I still want you to keep the shoulders and the chest up as you're moving along on these. Keep going. We got 20 seconds left. 20 seconds. Guys are almost there. 10 more seconds and we're going to switch to the next exercise. In 3, 2, 1, we're going to switch to high knees. I want you guys on your toes and just getting up right there. Knees up on it, getting those lungs working, getting the heart rate up, and getting that sweat on. There we go. We're just doing 30 seconds on these, just 30 seconds. So if you're following along at home, make sure you're breathing, but let's get through these 30 seconds. This is nothing. It's only the second exercise. Keep it up. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Keeping the knees going. We got 10 more seconds, 10 more seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and for the next one, we're gonna do a little exercise I call these steam engines. On steam engines, you're gonna put one hand behind your head, get your leg back. We're gonna bring the knee to the elbow and then set it back. So we're coming in there to the middle. We're gonna do 30 seconds of these and then switch to the other side. All right, ready, and begin. 30 seconds of steam engines. That's it, just coming up, knee to elbow, perfect, just like that. Got it, you got it, you got it. Roseanne says, I think I work out more now because it's so convenient. Hey, that does help. Anybody that was using time as an excuse before, you got all the time in the world right now. We got 3 more seconds, so we're gonna switch sides. 3 more seconds. And switch, other side. Ready, go. Another 30 seconds on the opposite side. Bringing that knee to elbow, stretching it back. On these, we want the obliques and everything through the side in the middle to stretch, come up, work, and crunch it. This is a lot of the exercises that we use at TeamSam, at least during our HIIT and our cardio classes. We want to use as many muscle groups as possible. So with these, don't worry about asking what muscle is it targeting. We want to target as many muscles as we can because the more muscles you're using on an exercise, the more calories you're burning. And 3, 2, 1, break. All right, we're gonna take a short little 20-second rest right now. This is where you guys need to breathe, get your oxygen back. If you got water with you, take a little sip. Don't gulp that stuff though. If you're a beginner, you've never done HIIT style training, be careful with your water intake because you start getting in here and you start getting really intense, all the blood goes to your stomach and it wants to force anything there up. So especially if you're a beginner, don't just chug that water because it might wind up on the floor. Okay, for the next exercise, this one's really gonna turn it up a bit. You guys are gonna drop down. We're gonna go to push-up position. And what we're gonna do on these is an exercise I call plank ups. So on the plank ups, we're dropping down to the forearms. You're gonna go up to your hands, back down to your forearms, and keep repeating that. So it comes here, and we go up, up, down, down. We got 45 seconds of these, so pace yourself, keep the abs tight, don't let that butt go too high in the air. Ready, and begin. 45 seconds of plank ups. You got it, you got it, you got it. Again, we're not worried about isolating muscle groups when we're doing HIIT style training. With this, she's working the abs, working the chest, working the triceps, getting everything in on this. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. The more muscles you're using, the more calories you're burning. So whether your goal is to lean up, lose weight, you have to burn more calories than what you're eating. So when you're doing exercises that require a lot of different muscle groups, that's gonna help get you to that calorie deficit a lot quicker than just going on a treadmill or an elliptical. Almost there. In 3, 2, 1. Break going. Come on up, Ashley. How you feeling?
Feeling tired.
Feeling tired. We're almost done with the first warm-up. So if you're following along with us at home, breathe. We're almost to our water break. This next one is where we're gonna earn that water break. So don't cheat, pace yourself, but make sure you're using the correct form on these. What we're gonna do, we're gonna start off with a squat thrust. Now, a lot of people mistake squat thrust for burpees. They're not the same. Squat thrust is just the up and down portion of a burpee. So on this one, we're gonna do a squat thrust. When we get to the bottom, we're gonna do little side hops. You gotta do 10 of them, and each side counts. So we'll drop down, bring our feet out. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 10. Hop back up and repeat that. So for the next 90 seconds, it'll be a squat thrust, 10 side hops at the bottom, and then repeat. Ready, and begin. We got 90 seconds on here, a minute and a half, which when you're doing these, it's gonna feel like a long time. But just think about it, 90 seconds, a minute and a half, that's nothing. Most of you guys wait in line at Starbucks longer for your coffee and other dumb shit than 90 seconds. So doing this, pace yourself, breathe, and it's a kick-ass exercise. That's it, you got it, you got it, you got it. We're already 30 seconds there. We're a third of the way done. Just keep pushing, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. That's it, that's it, that's it. There you go, back up, back up. We got 45 seconds left. We're already halfway done on these. Already halfway done. You got it, you got it, you got it. Right there. So what Ashley's doing, she's taking a little modification on this. Now, Ashley's another one of our clients that she's had some hip injuries in the past. She's had some knee and ankle issues. And so what she's doing is at the bottom, rather than using both legs to hop at the same time, she's able to sidestep that stuff. It is okay to modify. That's why beginners and experience can work out at the same time. Whether you've got back problems, neck problems, knee problems, we've always got ways that we can modify. Nobody has to start off going 100 miles an hour. In fact, nobody needs to go 100 miles an hour. We've got ways to get there. The main thing is putting in that effort. You got it, you got it. Come on back up and break. So if you're at home, go ahead and grab some water. I want you to take a short little water break. We're gonna take a few seconds to recover, and then we're gonna move on to the next exercise. So for this next one, I want you guys to take something that you can load up with weight. I've got the clothes hamper. I've got the clothes basket here. We're gonna be using that today. So I'm gonna get that set up. If you've got backpacks, anything that you can take, put weight in and hold out in front of you to do the exercise with. So I'm gonna grab the clothes basket right here. I'm gonna set that thing down. We're gonna put some weights inside of this. I've got some books, I've got some cans here. I might throw a few extra in because Ashley's gonna need quite a bit more weight than what we're gonna simulate at home, because Ashley is part of our lifting program. She's been doing booty squats, she's been doing personal training with us for a long time. So that means she's strong as hell. But we're gonna go through this, we're still gonna get it in. So I'm gonna take some of these books, which, ironic, the book on top is John Taffer's Don't Bullshit Yourself. So for all of you at home that have been making excuses for years, it's time to stop. Don't bullshit yourself anymore. Work out along with these videos and get that stuff in. So I put some weight in here. I'm gonna add a little more though. I'm gonna take some of our weight plates. That way Ashley gets a little sweat going on too, since she's in an advanced level. So I'm gonna take these. Here's a 10-pound plate, here's a 10-pound plate. I know one looks like it's way heavier than the other. It's just this one is made of rubber and this one is made of steel. So we're gonna put those in there. And what we're gonna do on this one, we're gonna go through some deadlifts. So whenever I say go, what Ashley's gonna do, she's gonna take this. I want her to keep her butt up. We're just gonna pull this up at the top, give it just a little hyperextension. You don't wanna push your hips all the way into it. I see a lot of people in videos, especially the wannabe Instagram models. Ooh, they hyperextend like crazy and they're lucky that they don't break their backs doing that. You do that over so many years, you will pay for it. So what we wanna do, we wanna get that butt back, keep this up, push up in just a little hyperextension. You don't want to stay here at the top, but you don't want to hyperextend. We're looking for that little middle ground right there. So we're going to take it, push it up, come back down. We're going to do that for 45 seconds, but because this is a cardio boot camp and not just a lifting class, that's not all we're going to do. When she finishes hitting 45 seconds of those, she's going to come back and go right into back step lunges, and we're going to do 30 seconds of those. All right, Ashley, are you ready?
Ready?
Here we go. Deadlifts with the closed hamper. Ready? And begin. That's it. That's it. That's it. Now, for any of you internet experts that are watching, I don't want to hear no shit about how she ain't using enough weight. The weight isn't the issue. It's the form that you use and for how long you use it. Now, if you're trying to build a booty, you're trying to sculpt it, yes, that's when going heavier. That's when coming to our lifting program when we reopen makes a big difference. But for what we're trying to do right now, we want to activate the muscles. We want to get them pumping, get them working. This is a great way, especially if you're a beginner. If you're a beginner, you don't need any more weight than this right now. But I should add, between the plate and the books, we've got about 40 pounds in there. Okay, we're gonna switch and we're gonna go right in to the back step lunges. Ready? And begin. So on these, we're just taking that back foot, stepping as far down as we can without extending our knee too far, and switching legs on each one. Notice as she's going down, that front knee does not go over her toes. It stays back. We push those hips back. That way the booty's doing a lot of the work, as well as some of the thigh. But when that knee starts to go too far forward, the knees and the quadriceps take over and not much ass action is happening. All right, go ahead and break. Okay, we got 20 seconds and then we're gonna hit another set of these. We're gonna do 2 more of those. So if you're at home and you're just now joining, load up something that we can take and pull up from the ground, because we got 2 more sets of that. We've only got 10 more seconds and then we're heading into the next set. How about this? If you're at home working out with us right now, throw me up some thumbs or some hearts so that I can know that you guys are following along. I know there's a delay with these, and when this workout's finished, I will post it to my page. But jump on in. Jody says ass action. That's right. Okay, set number 2, back to the deadlifts. Ready, and begin. You got it, you got it, you got it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You got it. We're already halfway there, 20 seconds to go. You got it, just 15 seconds left. Those of you at home, 15 seconds, keep going, keep going. Make sure you're breathing, especially when you're lifting heavier weights. If you're not breathing, you're gonna pass out. We don't need anybody passing out right now. And break. All right, back step lunges, 30 seconds of them. Ready, and begin. You got it, you got it, you got it. And I'm not sure if you can see this at home, but we have lines on the floor so people can see where they're at. And on each one of these, her toes are going exactly to the same spot on that line. All about form and symmetry, not letting your body, your hips, your shoulders, or anything get too far off to one side or the other. And did I see Bob is watching? Man, Bob, you gotta get your ass down here when we reopen. And break. All right, we got 20 seconds to rest. We got 1 more set of those that we're gonna throw in. So we got 1 more of the deadlifts and then 1 more of the back step lunges. Now, something I wanna point out is you'll notice we do a lot of time stuff. You're not hearing too many reps. I'm not saying do 20 reps of this or 30 reps of that. We do have some advanced classes where you have to hit a certain number of reps, but I think for moderate to beginners, don't worry about that, because the truth is, when it comes to getting stronger and stressing muscles, really the reps are just like an estimated amount of time. What it's called is time under tension, and that's what matters, is getting something that's a bit of a struggle, that's resistance, and staying underneath it for a certain amount of time. We usually stay with about 45 to 50 seconds in our boot camp classes, which comes out to quite a few reps, but that's okay. If we were doing powerlifting or strongman competition, we would use a whole hell of a lot heavier weight and we'd be under it for a much shorter time under tension. But that's why you don't hear me throwing too many rep numbers out there. All right, here we go. Last set of these. Back to the deadlifts. Ready and begin. 45 seconds of them. Shelly says, would 2 fun bells work today for deadlifts? Of course, whatever you have. If it's something that gives you a struggle and you can hold it out and get good form, use it. We're using the closed basket with some books and plates and stuff thrown in, but whatever you got at home to simulate that action. Now, if you're a TeamSam member, you're somebody that does work out a lot, you should be pretty smart to this stuff. Find something that you can comfortably move, but doing a good range of motion with good form. Keep it up. We got 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds till we're going to hit one more set of the back step lunges. You got it. You got it. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back step lunges. Last set of these. Last set of the lunges. So if you're at home and your legs are on fire, that's a good thing. Just make sure that you're pacing yourself. Now, if it's tolerable, keep going. But if you're to the point your legs are shaking and you think you're gonna fall to the floor, step back, give it a few breaths. But if it's just starting to burn a little and you're only kind of tired, don't give in to that voice in your head that tells you to be lazy and stop early. Push through it. Push through it. Unless it's a bad pain or you just absolutely can't keep it up, then let's last this shit because you're almost there. We got 5 seconds left in 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're gonna switch up to another exercise. On this next one, we're gonna use laundry detergent. We're gonna use some Tide with Febreze, so we know it smells great, and we're gonna use that like a kettlebell. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna take the Tide right here. Now I hope the top's on. If it's not, you guys are gonna have a great show live when all this Tide goes flying out. But anyways, we're just gonna kind of grab this here at the handle. We're gonna keep the butt back, the head up. Now when we're using kettlebells, it's very important you do not let this go any lower than your knees. Oh man, ladies, I've been to the gyms for years and I've watched some of you do kettlebell swings and it looks like this. And you're gonna break your back doing that. On the kettlebell swing, get your hips back and just push into it and let those hips do most of the work on this. So anyway, we're gonna do kettlebell swings with this for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, what we're gonna do, we're gonna hit little squat jumps. So on a squat jump, I just want you to go low, give it a little hop, and back up. And after 30 seconds of squat jumps, we're gonna drop and go into a squat hold for 30 seconds. So we got a full minute and a half that we're moving. We got the kettlebell swings, and then we got the squat jumps, and then we got the squat hold. So, for the first time in her life, Ashley gets to use laundry detergent that she's not eating like Tide Pods. Okay, ready and begin. We got swings, 30 seconds of them. That's it right there. You got it, you got it, you got it. Moving along.
Done this before.
Huh?
It's so light.
That's the cool thing about using actual members for these workouts is we're doing stuff that at home, if you're new, it's gonna be pretty tough for you. But for our regular members, they're gonna look for ways to find stuff that's heavier on these because they're pretty advanced. They've been lifting and doing this stuff, some of them for years with me. And so what they're able to do strength-wise and endurance-wise is gonna be a lot higher. But that doesn't mean we can't still get a great workout. All right, little squat jumps. 30 seconds of them, 30 seconds, ready and begin. You got it, you got it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We've got 15 seconds, we're already halfway there. Halfway there, push through it. If you're at home, you're doing this, don't give in. Don't give in to that feeling of stopping because it's burning or stopping because you're worried that tomorrow you're not gonna be able to get up off the toilet. That's gonna happen anyway. All right, down and hold. So now we got a 30-second squat hold, just dropping low. She's still keeping the shoulders up. She's not just rounding her back down there. I know if you guys are watching, you've probably been to the gym and you've seen people do this shit. They go, and they arch their back when they're doing squat holds, looking like a dog taking a shit. We don't want to look like a dog taking a shit. We want to look like somebody that's legs are going to be on fire, that's going to be working that booty and kicking ass. And I know Ashley's burning right now. I've been training her for a long time. I can tell when she's getting tired. That face is there. In 3, 2, 1, break. Okay, we're gonna go through that again. We've got a second set to this before we move on to some ab exercises. Now, we're trying to keep these boot camps at 30 minutes, but there's a rumor out there that most of you have nothing else going on. So stick with us on a little bit of overtime. We got one more round of these. We're gonna go back to the simulated kettlebell swings with the tide, ready, and begin. That's it, that's it. Just keeping it moving. Now, if you're a beginner and you can't find anything in your house that is light enough, just use body weight. Don't even worry about the weight on some of these. If you're new and you just got to swing your arms with it, that's okay. Your own body weight is going to burn calories and add resistance to this. But if you're at least at the middle level or you're experienced, find something that's going to make it a little tough. All right, squat jumps. Ready and begin. Let's see. Jody says, oh my God, I miss you and your vulgarity. Nice job, Ashley. That's tough shit. Well, that's also why we've got the tide here. Is that's what people use to wash my mouth out whenever we're done, because I say so many bad, dirty words. But you know why I do that? Because that's what I want out of my members. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how often they're in the middle of an exercise. You hear them go, oh shit. Hey, that's okay. That gets some of that aggression out. It gets that intensity out. If you want to be like a Karen, go to Orange Theory or Burn Bootcamp, where you can sit around and just talk about your soccer kids and shit. If you want a real workout, come here. All right, squat hold, last set, ready, and begin. Down and hold, right there. That's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Amy says, digging the laundry theme. You like that? It's almost like I just walked into my basement and I said, what kind of shit can I use in this video? Because that's really what happened. Guys, I learned a long time ago that it's not about the equipment. It's about being creative. Just find something that you can do good form with, and you can still get it done. And break. Okay, speaking of done, Ashley is done with that portion. Now we're gonna move on and do just a couple things for the core and the midsection. Like I said, we're trying to make these boot camps about 30 minutes. But we're gonna go over just by a little bit. So hopefully none of you have some appointment to get to. Hopefully your lives aren't too busy right now, and you got the time for it finally. So what we're gonna do in this last one, I'm gonna get a mat.
All this sweat. It's not easy.
All right, so we got a mat, and we're gonna bring that down there. Okay, so we've got two different things that we're gonna finish off with. The first one is everybody's favorites. We're gonna use a plank position. Now, if you've never done planks, all you're gonna do is get down on those forearms, keep your butt flat, and your forearms and your toes are gonna be the only thing touching the ground. And on this one, we're gonna do it in intervals. We're gonna start off just holding that position for 20 seconds. And then we're gonna take the hips and twist them and swivel them in an arc motion for 20 seconds. And then we're gonna go back and do another regular plank for 20 seconds. So it's 1 minute where we're holding it for 20 seconds of twisting, and then back to 20 seconds of holding. Okay, are you ready, Ashley?
Ready.
Here we go. Planking first and begin. That's it, just holding it right there. Just holding it right there. Now, if you're at home doing these, you're probably going to think that Ashley is praying right now, because you're probably praying too. You are praying for this to end because it's burning the hell out of your stomach. But hey, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. But we're switching to some hip twist. Ready and begin. 20 seconds, we're just swiveling those hips side to side. As you can see there, she's going from one side to the other, working the obliques, working the abs, working all of that core. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. We got 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna go back to holding a regular plank in 3, 2, 1, regular plank again. Ready? And begin.
So much sweat.
That's good though, it's good. Sweat is nice. Sweat means that body temperature is going up. When our body temperature is going up, that means that we're getting into some thermodynamics, and that's what's required to turn body fat into energy. It's all about creating heat, not to the point that you're passing out. And break. All right, rest a second. How you feeling?
Tired.
Feeling tired.
Feels good.
All right, now if this was a normal class, normally if we're in class, boot camp is 1 hour long. For the videos though, we're just shortening them down to a half an hour. So if you were in class, we would have done lots more exercises and more sets of those. But I've only got one more thing I wanna do. We got one more exercise. We're just gonna do one set of it to finish off. We're gonna do a set of leg raises followed by a reverse plank. So on the leg raises, I want you to lay on your back. You're gonna have your feet out in front of you, keeping your legs together. When I say go, she's gonna lift those legs up, drawbridge style, and then back down. Now, if you're somebody with back issues, what helps is to lift your butt and sit on your forearm and your hands. As you can see, Ashley's got that up. She's sitting down on it. That's gonna help any back issues that we have. Now, there are some people who just, because of how they're built mechanically or injuries, it's gonna be very hard to do certain exercises. If we can't modify it or find a way where there's no bad pain, then guess what? That's okay. We just switch to a different exercise. Don't feel that because something is impossible for you to get to with modifications that you can't work out. We can always find a way to do that. So here we go, leg raises first and begin. You got it, you got it, you got it. We're going 30 seconds on these, and then we're gonna do 30 seconds of reverse planks. She's already halfway there, That's it, keeping the abs tight. These are very good at targeting the lower abs and the hip flexors because they're both tied in together. In 3 seconds, we're gonna turn this into a reverse plank. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. So she's just gonna take her legs and arms, barely hold them off the ground like a banana. Ready, go. That's it, burning through it on those reverse planks. We're just trying to keep stuff off the ground. You got it, you're halfway there. Take a few deep breaths and then back up with it. Almost there. 10 more seconds, just keeping those arms up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, break. Good job. How you feeling?
Yeah.
So earlier on our private TeamSam page, I asked our members, I said, hey, who wants to volunteer to do some of the classes with me? You got to understand, we are part of the shutdown. We are considered a non-essential service, which means we cannot be holding regular training times. We can't take on new members right now in the studio. So unfortunately, our landlords still require payment. I still have to make payments and do all of my bills. So I'm allowed to be in here, but we can't have more than a couple people, but we're allowed to do the live videos so that we can remotely work from home. I know, sounds weird, but the big thing is you guys can all still follow along and get your workouts in. But we're kind of rotating here. So we're bringing in actual members and having them go through the workouts. Here's the thing, you see, Ashley's already tired after 30 minutes because we shortened down the rest time. We took a lot of stuff, we compounded, and because of that, it's gonna be even harder to go through. But Ashley's been a member and a client for a couple years. So if you're at home and you're a beginner and you had to stop on these, you had to go slower, that's okay. Again, she's been with this for a long time and it's still kicked her butt. So don't let that discourage you if you're a new person. The idea is to do this consistently, keep it up so that you get to where the rest times get a little smaller, you're able to pick up the pace a little more, and that's how your body adapts. And that's all we're doing with fitness. It's constantly adapting to stress. I call it the slinky effect. If you start, and this is your comfort zone right here, and as a beginner, your comfort zone is usually pretty small. And every workout, we push outside of that just a little bit. When you rest and recover, it catches up. And it's just every day, it's that process of pushing outside your comfort zone. And after so long, you've gone this far and your comfort zone starts to increase. And so we got to push a little bit more outside of that. Where most people fail is they just join a gym, they don't know what they're doing, they go to like Globo Gym or some place like that, and all they do is get on an elliptical and they go at some easy pace, and because they're never stressing themselves, if this is their comfort zone, they never go outside of it. So they have nothing to adapt, so they always stay right here. And then they wonder why weeks and months later, they're not over here where they think they should be, and that's because they never stressed outside of it. Now we have an opposite to that. If this is your comfort zone and you start training out here, at some point you're going to burn out, your body's going to break down, and then all progress shuts down. So just something to think about while you're at home. Stacy says, damn, it's been a while since I have worked out. Thanks for the boot camp. Yes, it has been. And Stacy, the studio has changed a lot since you were here. As you see, we added all of these red lights, and supposedly it gives you superpowers. Supposedly red lights make you stronger and last longer. I think it's bullshit, but you know what? That's what we're down here doing, is creating superheroes. All right, guys, I'm gonna go and wrap this up. We're finished with the workout portion. Ashley, I wanna thank you a ton for coming in and doing the workout and kicking ass. So.
Thanks for coming, guys. See this red? It's real. Keep working hard.
So for these workouts that we're doing on our private Facebook page, every Monday and Wednesday, we're going to be taking these videos and posting them to our page and to our YouTube page. There is no charge for these. As long as you are at home and you've got your phone on or your computer and you're following us on Facebook, if you're friends with me and Michelle. Now, if you're not friends with Michelle, find her on my friends list and send her a friend request, because then you'll be able to see the morning videos that she does. The boot camps, the free ones, we're doing these every Monday and Wednesday. The early ones are at 9 a.m. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, there's a 9 a.m. Or Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, there's a 9 a.m. boot camp. On Mondays and Wednesdays at 6 o'clock, I do the evening boot camps. And then on Fridays at 6 o'clock, we're going to be hosting like a little podcast deal where it'll be me and Michelle, and we'll have some guests with us, and we'll be able to talk more about nutrition and fitness trends. The Friday show is really going to have nothing to do with workouts. We're not going to be here going through a boot camp. The Friday evening one is more of an opportunity for you get to hear fitness professionals and trainers talk our views on the fitness industry, on supplements. I saw Drew watching, and a lot of the bullshit that's out there. And if you've got questions that'll be live like this, you can jump on and ask us. The big thing is, we're here to help you guys. And during this time where things are chaotic and people are scared, and you've got two different views. There's one view saying this is nothing, and then there's another view saying it's like The Walking Dead. We're here to find that middle ground and to find that positivity and get you guys through this. I say this all the time, but our jobs as personal trainers isn't to work you all out. Our job is to be that support system. We're here to tell you how good you're doing, but ultimately, we're here to show you what you're actually capable of. Like I said earlier, we're building superheroes, but really what we're doing is taking that power that everyone has inside of them, and we're helping bring that out. And that has a lot more to do with the psychological side of things than it does just the workout. So that Friday podcast, check it out, tune in. Again, if you're at home, you're on that shutdown order like we are, you probably got nothing else going on anyway. So check that out. And then I've got the schedule I'll keep putting back out there for you guys. If you're new, if you're not a TeamSam member, and you got questions about how all this stuff works, you can post it in the comment section here, or you can drop me a message. And also, these workouts I will be archiving on our YouTube page. So if you haven't subscribed to that yet, search TeamSam Fitness at YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. That way you get the notifications. And all of the boot camps and the free workouts, we're actually going to save those onto that page. You can follow along anytime. So that's it, guys. I thank you all for sharing our content, for following along, and cannot wait to meet a lot of you once this stuff blows over. Thanks for watching.